joining us for another edition of the Fats Cafe Coach's Corner. I'm Tori Caldwell, and today I'm here with head baseball coach Kenny Thomas. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm great.
Good.
So, you're coming off a win regionally against the regionally ranked team Catawba. Does that give you more motivation heading into the conference tournament?
Well, you know, that game last Saturday against Catawba kind of had a tournament atmosphere in a way. I mean, I told somebody right before the game, about 30 minutes before the game, I said, man, it feels like tournament play out here. And that was an important game for us, no doubt. Big regional game and tough ball game. They threw their number one, even though they were already in the tournament because they won their conference tournament championship. So they were in. But I knew what they were going to do, and they threw their number one, and he was pretty good. And it was tough to get runs, but we battled and won the ball game 4-1, and it was a big victory for us. So hopefully, yes, that will carry some momentum over for us.
That's great. This year, the tournament is a bit different than before. Can you explain to us how?
Well, it's pool play, and matter of fact, I'm the one that made the recommendation. The ACC has been doing this for 10 or 12 years. And, the last couple of years we've played single elimination, and that's really not fair in our sport. So, the double elimination is good, but pool play, what happens, there's 2 4-team pools, and you play everybody in your pool. So the brackets are set way in advance, like 2 and 3 and 5 and 6 are together, and 1 and 4 and all that's together. So and then they go ahead and set the time. So the positive with it is you know exactly who you're playing. You know exactly what time you're playing. It's not one of those deals where, well, if we win, we play at a certain time. If we lose, you know exactly what time you play. And, it gives everybody 3 games. And, you could say, well, if you lost the first 2, you don't have a chance to win the conference championship, but you also have a chance to go out of there with a win. And all of us in the Peach Belt, have the majority of us have some kind of regional thing out there that's lurking on these games. So every game's going to be vitally important. And we played Montevallo Thursday at 11 o'clock, and then got Flagler at 7 o'clock Saturday night, and then Lander at 7 o'clock. Flagler Friday night at 7, and Lander 7 o'clock on Saturday night. So. Obviously huge games for us.
Very big. Without Francis Marion in the tournament, this is a completely neutral site. Since it's only about 2 hours away, do you think this could serve as us more of like home games based off of everyone traveling there?
I think especially with us playing at 7 o'clock on Friday night and 7 o'clock on Saturday night, that we draw really well. We outdraw everybody in the conference, and everybody. We're one of the top attendance teams in the country in Division II every year. So we have a lot of loyal fans. And I put on Facebook last Saturday night after the game that I thought we had the best. Pacer baseball fans are the best fans in the Peach Belt. There's no doubt about it, and they support us. And if you've been to games, you see every time those stands are full. And so I think they'll travel up the road. It's not that far. It's 2 hours at the max, and I think they'll travel up and watch us play. And again, us having the 7 o'clock Friday night, 7 o'clock Saturday night probably has helped a lot of people with travel plans. So I think they will. I think we have probably now, us or Lander would probably be the 2 teams that would draw the biggest crowds, and we're going to play at 7 o'clock Saturday night, so it should be a big crowd.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun game. Your team is 4th in the region. Where do you think you'll be playing in the Southeast Regionals?
Well, we got to get in there. Sunday night will be the last call, and when the bids go out Sunday night. So our tournament ends Sunday afternoon, and long as we can stay 4th, we know we're in, because they're taking 7 teams, and there's 3 automatic bids by who wins the 3 conferences in our region, their conference tournaments. So 2 of those have already been set with Catawba and Mount Olive. So we have to go up there and hopefully. We want to win the conference tournament, that's for sure. But we also want to make sure that we keep our regional rankings. So each game is vitally important. And there's some teams in the 8 teams tournament this weekend that are not in the regional.
Right.
You know, us, Lander, and Columbus are in that poll in the top 4. At least we were last week, and I assume we're going to be there this week. So the 3 of us are trying to hang on and make sure we don't drop below 4.
Yes.
And you know, everybody else that wins it. You know, last year all 3 conferences had a bottom 6 to 7 to 8 ranked team win their conference tournament. So that took 3 spots.
Yeah.
And of course, last year we only had 6. This year we get 7, which is very odd, you know, to have 7 teams. But you know, we just got to go play one game at a time. That's what we got to do.
It's good. It's good. With the tournament, with the way the tournament is set up, do you have your starting pitchers for your 3 games? And then if you were to go into the regional championship or the conference championship game, do you have an idea who your pitcher?
Yeah, we're gonna start. We know we're gonna start Jimmy Lynch on Thursday against Montevallo, and their number 1 guy is really good. So we have to pitch really well on Thursday because their number 1 is really good. He's 91, 92, and he's pretty good. So we got to pitch well there. We're going to throw Joe Marlowe on Friday night, and Saturday's to be determined at this point. You know, we're not really sure who we're going to pitch. We're hoping to get Eric Davis back. He's been out for 2.5 weeks now, and we're hoping to get him back. We lost Brooks Calvo a couple of weeks ago, so you know, we're just going to we're going to see where we are on Saturday and make our decision there. But we know Jimmy will throw the first game, and Joe Marlowe will throw the second.
Okay. And if you were to reach the championship game, do you have any idea who you'd pick?
Whoever's left. You know, who's ever left, I'm sure that's the way everybody is. You know, everybody's going to kind of go one game at a time, and you'll just have to see who's left if you get to Sunday. And, you know, I mean, I'd love to be able to say I've got it set.
Yeah.
But, you know, I just can't do that. I've got to pitch Jimmy and got to pitch Joe, and then if Davis is ready, we hope to throw him. But if he's not, then we're going to have to use somebody else on Saturday. So we'll have to make that decision after Saturday night if we're in it on Sunday.
Okay. Is there anyone that has surprised you this season on the field, and if so, why?
Well, I mean, there's been a lot of surprises, both good and bad. A lot of more goods than bads.
Yeah.
You know, we've had some guys that's really played well. Now going first year wasn't getting to play very much, and now he's become a big part of us, and he's doing really well. Max Showing wasn't the opening day catcher, but now you know he's done really well. So you can go down a list. David Lankster was you know used sparingly up until the last 2 weeks, and now all of a sudden he's playing a lot for us, and so there's a lot of things there, that a lot of guys that have really come on and changed our lineup. Our lineup's been a lot different throughout the year. I mean, we went the first 5 weeks with, you know, basically a lineup. We kind of switched around a little bit, and then we went the next 3 or 4 weeks with a lineup, and then now we've changed it again. You know, our batting order is different today than it was, you know, 4 or 5 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And so we've had a lot of surprises, a whole lot of surprises, and we could use a few more here. You know, a few more guys that would step up and be a big surprise, big contributor for us. That's what championship teams do usually. It's usually somebody you wasn't counting on that really comes through for you. So we hope to have that in the next week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever we got left.
Yeah, well, that's great. Well, thank you for joining us for another edition of the Fats Cafe Coach's Corner. Be sure to join us next time.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.